Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, you might have seen this effect that I'm about to show you in many websites, but you might have wondered, how do we make this? So here, as you can see, I have this small circle that basically follows my cursor. And then here we have some text. Now, the cool part is when I take my cursor and move on top of this, you can see the content basically changes and we can see some other stuff through this circle, which is pretty nice and pretty cool. Now, this effect you can not only use on text, but you can also use on images. So this is a very cool way of having user interact with the content of your website. So we're going to be learning to build this using GSAP. The source code of this is in the description, so you guys can go and check that out. So without a delay, let's get started and let's learn to build this. So here I am in my index.html file wherein I have some styling as well as HTML content. Now first, I'm going to be explaining you what we have in the HTML. So here, as you can see, we have two divs. We have this OG div and then this mask div. Now here we have some content. Now, if you look at the CSS, what we have done is we basically have the body as well as the mask div sort of overlap each other, have the same width and height, and align everything inside at the very center using this, and then have no overflow. The body specifically has this dark color, and then for all the spans that we have, we set this yellowish green color sort of to the span tags. And then for the paragraphs within the OG and the mask, this is the styling. And then for the span inside of the mask, we set the color as this. And now if you want to see this getting rendered, so this is how it renders in the browser. All right, so this is nothing special. We just have some basic stuff. Now, what we want to do is we want to essentially have both of these divs overlap on top of each other. So to do that, I'm just going to be adding position absolute onto the mask, and then this would sort of overlap both the text. Now, what we want to do is the mask content should only be visible when it is inside of that specific circle that you have seen in the demo. So for that, what we have to do is we have this mask image, and inside of this, we add the circle PNG, which I just exported from Figma. Now you can use any image that you want. Now when I save, you can see that, let me just refresh. Oh, I need the background here. So you need to add a background here. And now you'd see that the mask content is clearly visible, but the OG content or the original content is hidden. So what we want to do is first reduce the size of the mask, have no repeat. Let's save. And now, as you can see, the size of the mask is pretty small and it's at the very top. But the reason for this being at the very top is because the mask takes in the entire viewport. Basically, the mask is same as the body, so it's at the very top. And what we want to do is next is you want to have the mask position. So initially when this starts off, so this is basically 0, 0 position, we want this to be somewhere out of the screen. So we want to have minus 50 pixel X and minus 50 pixels Y, just so that the mask is not seen when the page loads. Now, as you can see, this got hidden. Now using JavaScript, what we want to do is we want to play with these values and we want to animate between the sizes as well as the position of the mask. So the best way possible and also the very simplest way would be to use CSS variables. So what we can do here is before adding the CSS variables, make sure to add this pointer events to none, because you don't want any event listener to fire off when you're on the mask and you're hovering over the mask. Everything should be onto this OG div, since when you hover over the OG div, only then you want to fire off this mask and not the other way. So there's that. Let's start with the CSS variables. So to do that, I have here mask size, which is the variable CSS variable for the size. So default would be 20 pixels. Now for the mask X and mask Y, which are the mask X position and mask Y position, these are the default values. Now when you save, you don't see anything significant because we have done nothing, just saved these values in these variables. Now, since we're already using GSAP, we're going to be using GSAP to animate these values, and we're going to play with the event listeners. But before that, we need to grab onto the mask and then the OG div. And then since you've seen in the demo that initially the size of the cursor is pretty small, but as soon as you hover over the OG text, the size of the circle basically enlarged. So we have two specific sizes. One is small and one is large. So initially when you start off, the current size would be the small size. But then when your mouse moves, what we want to do is we want to move the circle or the mask along the cursor. So to do that, we have this mask GSAP.to. We target the mask, and then the mask's X position would be the client's X position, and then the client's Y position would be the mask's Y position. And then let's save. And now when I refresh and when I move my cursor, you can see that it basically moves along my cursor. But there's still one issue. If I don't move my cursor, you can clearly see that the mask is not at the center of the cursor. So to do that, what we have to do is we just have to subtract the size of the mask by half. And when we divide it and when we subtract, we basically get the exact half position, sort of. So now this is sort of at the center of the mask. And then once we have the mask moving, what we have to do is we have to increase the size of the mask as well. Now, when you normally move your mouse, the mask size would be based off the current size. But as soon as we move inside of the OG text, we want to enlarge it. So as you move, the mask size would be the current size. The duration of this entire thing or the animation would be 0.6, and the ease effect would be back out of 1.7. And now when I move my cursor, we have this smooth effect. It looks pretty nice as well. But as you can see, when I hover over the text, we can see the masked content, but we need this to enlarge. So what we have to do is when your mouse enters the OG and your mouse leaves the OG, we want to fire off two specific functions. So when it enters the OG, you want to increase the current size to the mask size large, and when it leaves, you just have the mask size as the small one. You save, and when it enters, this becomes big in size, and when it leaves, it becomes small. It's a pretty simple and cool thing that you can add in your website, which looks pretty nice. You can not only play with text, you can also play or have this effect for images as well, which will look really cool. So the source code of this will be in the description, so you guys can download and play with that. If you're new to the channel, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell because I bring in cool stuff like these every week. So yeah, that's it for this video. Meet you guys in the next. Till then, bye bye, take care, and peace.